Then there we go. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Hey, I am so excited. I just had my 1 year anniversary here at Q, and I'm not sure maybe who sent you this recording or who invited you here, but I am just thrilled to be able to share my heart and for why this has been a special place and just a special year. My name is Richelle, and I'm a bronze ambassador, which doesn't mean a lot now, but I'll show you what that means in a little bit. And I have a daughter, her name is Elle, and she's just my sunshine girl. She is the reason why I do what I do. And I am so grateful that this business allows me, she's 4, so allows me to do like mama preschool with her and just be around just in the day-to-day with her. A year ago, my husband, through some unfortunate kind of situations and details and circumstances, made the decision to leave us. And so I was left a single mom in a pandemic, and I'm a wedding planner, and weddings were not happening in California. I live in Northern California, but in 2020. And literally I was flat in my face, praying, ugly crying, and just like, Lord, what do I do? And I remember going online and like Googling like work from home jobs. Okay, how do I be home and create this safe space and be there for my daughter to raise her in a hard time and not like always putting her in childcare or dropping her off at Nana Papa. It's like, what do I do? And a week later, I had a friend that I have known for about 16, 17 years through a camp, a youth camp we had worked at together. She messaged me, can't remember if it was text or I think it was a voice text. And she was like, hey, I miss you. Let's catch up. Oh my gosh, I just started something new. Would you be interested in hearing more? I'm really excited about it. And I was like, yes. Like, so we ended up, I remember I was sitting in a Trader Joe's parking lot and we caught up over tears, and she had just kind of shared with me about they were getting ready to move. She needed this business to work. And I had shared with her what was kind of transpired in my life. And she shared with me about this business, and she basically said, hey, a girl at the company I was at before, she was with a different health and wellness company, and she had done well for a hot minute, and then people with her just weren't winning. And so then she kind of got discouraged and deflated and wasn't doing as well and bringing in a decent income. But she had watched another girl from the company hit rank after rank with this company called Q Sciences. And this girl's name is Francesca Fields. And when Fran hit 90K a month, I think Brittany messaged her and was like, hey, like, tell me what's going on. Like, what are you doing? You seem to be winning. What, why, how is this a fit for me? And Brittany joined. A few weeks later, I joined, and it's just been a blessing. So when I joined, I knew barely anything about social media. I had no idea about like editing photos or whatever, like showing up on social media. I had no idea how to run like a network marketing business. Network marketing for me, a lot of times was like, I'd get weird messages from people that I barely known, like, hey, like, join me in this, like, you'll get $10,000 in the first 6 months. And I'm like, what? Like, what does that mean? And so it's like, if I'm going to do this, I want to do it well. And I want to be a light, and I want to be a hope, and I want to do it like in a non-weird, slimy way. And as I researched the company and I saw the comp plan, I couldn't unsee it. And as Brittany explained to me and put me on a text thread with Fran, I was asking questions, and it just seemed like the right fit for figuring out what to do at home during a pandemic, during a personal crisis in my life. So it has been a huge blessing. These are some of our mentors of our company. So Mark Wilson, the gentleman on the left, he was actually a Raider, which is kind of like a fun little fun fact for me, because I live in the San Francisco Bay Area, and Raiders were like my team growing up. Now they moved to Las Vegas, so that's another story. But Mark Wilson was Super Bowl champion of the 80s. He had retired, he was doing well, and he was bored. And he thought, what can I be doing to help other people? Kind of stumbled upon the right conversations and the right time with the right people and found Dr. Kimberly. And I'll talk a little more about Dr. Kimberly, but what you need to know is the guy's kind of a big deal. He was an editor-in-chief at WebMD for 15 years, and now he is our director of kind of like development of products here at Q. And so Mark got talking to Dr. Kimberly, and Q Sciences was basically born from those early conversations and Dr. Kimberly coming on. So 2017, 2018, the company just wasn't gaining the right momentum. So they reached out to Jake Spencer, and he's the gentleman in the suit. And Jake came on as a consultant to write a new compensation plan, to kind of look at branding, marketing, what could the company be doing? And they relaunched in 2018. And Jake was so impressed with what was going on and the products and just kind of the excitement about where this company was headed. He actually became the president and co-owner. So that's kind of a cool little fun fact about Jake. So this S curve, I remember seeing this for the first time and being like, I feel like it's like chemistry or like statistics or something, and like what my brain was like, check out. But it's actually a really special diagram, because you see that stage one, that little arrow at the bottom, is the ground floor. And so we've been there, and we have been there since 2018, and we're right at that kind of the upswing of momentum where the growth is going to be huge. So want to talk really quick about timing. I don't know about you, but I had probably in the past like 7 to 10 years, dozens of friends jump on like essential oils, health and wellness, leggings. And I was, they were offering me to like join their team and whatever. And for me, at that time, it just wasn't a fit. But the thing is, I've watched some of those girls do it really, really well. And I have watched them make really good money. And now with some of those companies, the problem is they're making like legacy type money and have done well, but the company is saturated. Like I could probably lose count thinking of how many people I know that do oils. And it's an amazing industry, an amazing company, but so many people are doing it. And so where we're at is we are still in the stage of growth, but we haven't hit that saturation. And they are saying that we have probably about 5 more years of incredible momentum. And another thing about this company is our teams are built infinite numbers deep. So the people that I have brought on 5 years from now, whoever they are bringing on and those people are bringing on, all those numbers count. And so I know with network marketing, sometimes it's like at a certain level, you're done. Like you're cut off at level 7. Where here is infinite numbers deep. So you can only imagine the excitement of where we're at with momentum. We're not saturated yet. Infinite numbers deep. That's really exciting. And then you'll also see that we are in, it says on the slide 20 countries, but I think I need to update it. It's actually 24, which is we are all around the world and continuing to enter other countries. Okay, so we have a whole lineup of products. One of the things when I first heard about this company from my friend Brittany, and she sent me the product catalog, immediately I was excited about was the hemp. I have a couple family members with autoimmune issues, and they actually use hemp for pain management. So I'd done my research on hemp. I was also excited about the quality of our vitamins, that they're medical grade quality. I soon after I had my daughter, I realized that I had a hypothyroidism and my hormones were wacky. My mood was wacky. I had zero energy. And so I had done my research and met with a naturopath to figure out things that would work for me, because I didn't want to be on a lot of medication managing things. I wanted to figure out, how do I eat healthy? What do I do for exercise? What can I do to get like my nutrition working for me? And like a big thing for me at that time was food is medicine. Okay, if that is, even if I'm eating so healthy, and I remember the naturopath telling me this, like, even if I am eating, have my own organic garden, and I am doing so well to like really figure out my nutrients, I'm still going to be deficient every day. Like, I still need high quality supplementation to fill in those gaps. And I thought that was really interesting. Which enter in Q Core. So Q Core is one of probably our most popular products. We have some new releases out that are also popular, and I'll talk about in a second. But Q Core is made up of a high quality multivitamin, which is called the Max, an anti-inflammatory vitamin, which is called a Line. So like all of us have inflammation, but some of us, like my mom has fibromyalgia. Her inflammation is like skyrocketed. Or I have a sister with MS, her inflammation. They're always looking to manage inflammation in their body. And a Line has been a lifesaver. And then we have a high quality soil-based probiotic. It is a biotic, but it's pre and pro. And I'll never forget that the same naturopath who really helped me on my health journey was like, find a soil-based probiotic. And I was like, are my Costco ones good? And she just like laughed at me. And so I have fallen in love with this system. And I feel like it's a really good basis for me in my health journey. Because if I don't use it, or I run out, or say family members like take bottles and they go missing, I notice a difference if I don't take it. And I think that is huge. Another big thing for me is like I want to say it's like mom brain. I don't know. I don't remember like being young without a kid, but that whole idea of like that fog, you're like, why am I here? What am I trying to do? And I don't, I still have an ounce of that, because I think that's just life with a toddler and a ton of tabs open, but it's not the same. It is like I can experience and enjoy life because I'm taking care of my health. And I think that's so important. Okay, I'm going to have Crysti unmute. She is on here, and just share a little bit about her journey thus far.
Yeah. So a little bit about my background. I am a nurse. I have my doctorate in nursing practice, in leadership. I've been in the academic side of nursing now for a little over 10 years, and a nurse for almost 20 years now. So I obviously have a big interest in health and things like that. And so one of my former students, Elizabeth Baxley, she was one of the students, because I don't always friend former students on social media, just because sometimes it gets weird. They may have friends in the program, so I don't always. But Liz is one that when she was in the program, in our nursing program, she went on a mission trip that I was on as well. And we really just hit it off. And I thought, I know this is going to be someone that I'm going to stay connected to after she graduates, because I could see us having a friendship. So I've stayed connected with her over the past couple of years. And she started posting about, hey, I've joined this nutrition company, and kind of talking a little bit about it and sharing some of the, like talking about it has this great compensation plan. So I reached out and I'm like, I'm interested, and she messaged me back. And I think this is one of those things, like I'm a huge believer in, God putting people in our lives or keeping people in our lives. And so she is one of those people. So she started talking to me about Q Sciences, and immediately I was interested in the products, and interested definitely in the business side, because I'm looking to, and it's funny because my girls are older, they're 14 and 16, but now is the time I feel like I want to be able to spend more time with them. I don't know if it's the realization that they're not going to be living under my roof for much longer. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they'll be there forever. So I just, started thinking about, I would like to have another source of income, and maybe potentially have that be my sole source of income. So I decided to join, started taking the products, started with Q Core. And I 100% agree with Richelle. Like Q Core is amazing. I recommend it to pretty much everyone that I talk to. If the subject comes up, I'm like, you got to take Q Core. And for me, if you can tell in the picture, I've had lots of knee surgeries. I've had 7 knee surgeries, including a total knee. So knee pain for me has been a part of my life for a very, very long time. And was taking some pain medicine, kind of frequently. I mean, especially since I've been trying to work out more and things like that. Like it has its positives, but it's rough on the knees. So when I started taking the Q Core with that inflammation, the chronic inflammation that reduces that chronic inflammation with Q Align, just amazing. And then add in the supplements like the biotics, and then that natural, the vitamin. I am so tongue tied tonight. I don't know why. So I just really enjoyed the products. And for me, it took a couple weeks before I started noticing, but then it was like, oh my gosh, I feel better. Like I have more energy. I'm not super achy. Like I remember we were camping, like in a tent camping. So it's not the most fun times sleeping in an airbed with no air conditioning. So I woke up in the morning and I was like, I feel really good. And I remember telling my husband, I'm like, I like legit feel really good. Like these vitamins are really doing something, because I think you're always like a little bit skeptical, even though I totally trust Liz. And I knew that Liz had done a lot of research into the products. And then I started doing some research as well. And I think for me, as a nurse and looking at it from that standpoint, the quality of our ingredients is just excellent. And what I really loved is that Dr. Kimberly talked about, he'd had these vitamins and many other companies had tried to buy from him, but they always wanted him to reduce the number of pills. And he was not willing to compromise the integrity of the pills, just to make it easier for someone. And so for me, like that was huge because he was clear, he's like with Q Core, these are the number of pills you have to take to have this nice therapeutic level. And so for me as a nurse, like that really spoke to me because you got to have therapeutic level or what's the point of it? So I thought to me, that was really something that spoke highly of the quality of products and the quality from that top leadership level all the way down of, he's not willing to sacrifice on the quality of products to make something that might be easier or more appealing for people to not want to take as many pills. But to me, like that's a huge selling point. I'm like, yes, I love that. I mean, of course it would be nice to not have to take as many, but if you've got this doctor who's such an amazing doctor saying, no, this is what it takes to get the amount your body needs and to sustain that on a nice, even level, then that's what we need to do. So, so that's kind of my journey and how I got started. And, I think the more that once I joined the team and as our team grows, the community aspect of our team is probably one of the things that I love most about it. Yes, the products are amazing. Yes, our compensation plan is great. But even if everything else, this community of women, we do have a couple men on our team, but I think the women are, we're more chatty. To be with a group of women that truly, truly support each other, encourage each other, reach out, how can I help you? How can I support you? What do you need from us? Cheering each other on. I mean, like when someone hits a next rank, we're all like go crazy in our chat and we're like, whoa, congratulations. So it's not a competition. We're all there to really, truly cheer each other on. And I just love that. And I think that is so rare to find in any kind of company. It certainly doesn't happen at other jobs that I've been a part of, to have this many women together and just be so genuinely happy and grateful for each other and encouraging. So that's just one more piece of our team that I really love. And I talked forever. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I love it. Okay, so real quick, we just had released 2 new products last month. It's one is a liquid collagen, which is right here, and that I love. I had no idea the benefits of collagen. Like I am like, can I just like keep drinking the bottle? And I am actually using the purple one. So for like skin and hair and wrinkles and nails, and it's just been huge. I know quite a few people that are using the Rebuild, and it's for like muscle tone. Can't wait to try that one. But the formula that we have for our liquid collagen is amazing because it's being absorbed. And I had no idea when I started looking at comparison charts with anything powder, how most of it is just not absorbed and it's just going through your system. So the collagen is a new medical grade collagen. Everyone's super excited about it. It was just released last month. And then the other thing that was released last month are terpenes. So terpenes are huge because we are first to market with these. And what first to market means is like Netflix was first to market, Coca-Cola, like eBay, all these big companies were first to market with the product. And what a terpene is that it is hemp-free, but it's basically an active compound that's found in the plant, and you can take it under your tongue and you feel the results immediately. So we have 2 out right now, the Comfort and the Chill. The Create is coming soon, and people are raving about these because they work. So Dr. Kimberly, we talked a little bit about him. I think the biggest thing that I appreciate and just want to touch on is his wisdom, that he marries kind of the holistic approach with the Western medicine, and that the products that they are releasing are just next level. Like always, how can we be the best? How can we bring the best to the table? What is the best? And we will go there and like one up. And I think that is something where as being part of this company, I can really stand behind and be excited about and let people know about, where it's like, hey, we are trying to be the best of the best in everything. And that's exciting. It's just not subpar. It's always done with excellence. Okay, business side. So there's several ways to earn. You can do customer commission. We have monthly team commission. We have promotional bonuses, and we have our financial freedom movement bonus, so FFM. $40 actually buys you a business. I don't know where else $40 can buy you a business, but that gives you your website, your back office, and the ability to, start going, put the hands on the plow and go. And I think the thing is, in this day and age, with so many people struggling with work, with jobs, figuring out stability, even if you have something, it is so wise to have multiple streams of income. I have a friend who is a flight attendant, and it looks like she's going to be joining our company soon. And she is with Southwest, and they weren't sure if they're going to be let go, what's going, strike, not strike. Like, it was just crazy. And she's like, I need to make sure I have multiple streams of income. I have a mortgage. So they're doing this from home on your own schedule is such a blessing. Our financial freedom movement is something that I love because as soon as you sign up, you are given access to a financial advisor. All you do is email in, set up your appointment, and you chat away, and that's private between you and your advisor. They work to eliminate debt, help you kind of figure out a game plan. What I like about this is you don't have to be a certain rank. You can do it. You can literally sign up tonight and then email that you want a financial freedom FFM advisor, and it can be set up. But I had gone early on in our marriage, we had gone to someone that we were recommended to, and we kind of talked. He was a slow talker. The meeting took forever, and then I'll never forget seeing the price tag of like what that meeting like costs, and I was thinking, what did we even accomplish other than me feeling really bad about my finances? And I can say from experience that these people have been wonderful. So that has been a big blessing and a big part of the company, that they want us to be smart with our finances as we grow income. Okay, so there are 4 ways to earn. I think a big thing is, if you look at box number 1, we have customer sales commission. box number 2 is something that for me is like, when I signed up, I was like, okay, what do I need immediately to put my eyes on to start working towards? And I remember choosing silver and just being like, okay, what do I need to do to get to silver? And if you'll see in the box that says monthly team commission, um, that is set pay. So right now I am at bronze. So every month I know if I hit bronze, I am making the set pay of $1,700 a month. And then if you go over to box 4, they pay $200 towards the debt of my choice. So if someone has a mortgage, it can be towards that, it can be towards a credit card payoff, whatever. But I know that is set pay. And at other companies, I have heard that there's like averages where it's like you can make between like 300 or 1200. And you're like, if you hit gold, or I don't know. But, and you're kind of like, where am I going to land? But here it is set pay, which I really like. And the bonuses are awesome too. Okay, Carissa, I'm going to have you unmute. Carissa just joined recently, and we connected on social media, and she's just like one of those lovely souls. And she has the cutest little guy. Like, I can't even handle how cute he is. And his
Thank you.
Target Halloween costume from last year, that was amazing. But I'll let you just kind of share your heart for a minute.
Okay. Can you see me, by the way? I don't even know how to work this. But okay, so I'm Carissa. I met with Richelle. I don't know, it's been maybe about a month since you slid into my DMs. And that wasn't the first time, someone has offered me, to get in their business and things like that. And I'm also, I don't like the word influencer, but I started Instagram when I was pregnant. My son just turned 2. So right around I was pregnant, I just fell in love with sharing links and my finds and sharing motherhood. And it was mostly a way to keep in contact also with friends and family that weren't local to me, just to have a way of connection with them so they can see like updates about the baby and my health and just the whole pregnancy journey. And so I was a month away from having my son, and my friend who worked for another company, she was very high ranked. She reached out to me and kind of talked me into joining, and it was a makeup company, which, side note, I am also a makeup artist. At the time, before I went on maternity leave and became a stay-at-home mom, I was working for Urban Decay, and then prior to that I was working for MAC. So the company that she got me into was very organic and not really on brand for me, because here's this girl working at Urban Decay going to work every day with like full on glitter and the crazy colors, and then I signed up, for a natural company, which is not a problem, but it just, at the time, all I can see was like, oh my gosh, like my friend makes so much money. I'm going to be a new mom, and it's going to be a total change for us, for me to go stay at home mom. And so I just was like, sure, I'll do it. So I want to say I put in like $500 to $700 into it, because you had to buy the samples, you had to buy your own products, like a full-on kit, and I didn't make a dime back. It was kind of like, here, sign up. And then like I was left on my own to have to figure it out. There was no team. There was no, like, we didn't have these weekly Zoom meetings. We didn't have Facebook groups, for all these references. It was only my friend that I can kind of turn to, but I felt like trapped in a way. So I didn't ever make like a sale. I think my best friend wanted to support me, so she may have bought like one thing. But yeah, I just kind of fell off of it, and it was a hard time because I was learning to be a brand new mom. And I was like, I'm never going to do one of those again. It wasn't for me. Even when I was working retail at the makeup companies, it was always so awkward to have all of these goals. And especially I was in management too. So it's a lot more pressure on that, to be that like a store manager, and to meet your goals and to feel pushy and, like Richelle says, like slimy, of like a way of selling. And it was just awkward because that's not natural for me, because I want to be honest and open. And if someone's like, oh, do I really need this product with this, or can I just get away with this? I'm the one that's going to want to tell you, no, you don't need that product, you know? So, I feel awkward in a sense of like selling or coming across pushy, but I also had to remind myself when Richelle came to me that now that I've been on Instagram, I mean, as influencers, we're selling things every day without even realizing it. It's whether you're linking something to Like to Know It, you're putting a brand sponsorship on there, you know, whatever it is, it's all selling just in different ways. So that's the way I had to teach myself to not look at it to be so awkward and to just do what I do every day and make, as long as I'm loving the products, which I do so far, because I started with Q-Core and I think I'm only like 2 weeks into it. But one thing that stood out to me is brain fog, which has just made me feel so much better. And my sleeping, I'm a really like hard, I don't sleep well at night. I go to bed late, but I've been sleeping hard since taking the vitamins. So I do feel so much more rested, and I'm really excited for the next weeks to come to really feel more benefits of the vitamins. But yeah, so it's really fun. It's when I said yes to Richelle and she prayed over me, like it almost brought me to tears, because I just felt like I had been praying for something to come along where I can be a stay-at-home mom. I don't have to see my husband, you know, he's working 2 jobs right now, and it's been a big change for us. And we also left California to come to Texas last year. And so there's just been a lot of life changes for us too. But you know, I prayed and prayed. And when Richelle reached out to me, my first thing was to want to say no. But then I had to step back and think, was this the answer to a prayer that, you know, just not in the way that I was asking for it to be received? So I said yes, and I'm excited to see what happens. And so far, it's just been a complete, like, opposite experience from my first company that I tried a couple years ago, because like just the community, there's so many resources out there. If it's not like you have to memorize every single thing, just, yeah, I don't know. It's just incredible. And I'm just really excited to see where it goes.
Oh, Chris, I'm so glad you're here. You're a
Thank
sweetheart.
you.
And you guys totally need to look her up on Instagram and find her little guy, because his target.
It's going to be Chucky from Rugrats.
Oh my, yes. He is
It's like the perfect Chucky.
He is. His red hair.
Yeah.
So I think it is, like, as Carissa was kind of speaking into, is we have a simple system that works. And if you stay consistent over time, we have the training in place, we have the groups in place, we have things where you're not a ship lost at sea. So if you come and you say, show me what to do, you know, we've even walked people through how to use Instagram, and that's okay, because it is personal development with a paycheck, because you are going to learn and you are going to grow. But the thing is, we have the sweetest team that will just cheer you on. It is the best. I love it. So what's next? Connect with a person who either sent you this recording, invited you here. You can get plugged into our community. Our specific team is the More Life team. And I love that name. I love that we have written out some core values, and we can even send those to you if you're interested. But it's like, what if I'm coming to a company, or if I'm going to lead a team, what do I want our team to look like? What do I want our core values to be? And one of the things we even said was generosity. We want to be people that are generous. And our team, I love this, I get like teary-eyed every time I talk about it, is we had a connection to an orphanage in India. And our team, our More Life team, actually, everyone, it's like no pressure, give $5, give nothing, we're still a team, we're going to do it. But we actually like feed and take care of a whole entire orphanage in India. And I love it. We get like pictures and like kids. It's like 1 month we were able to give a little extra, and I guess they got new like school backpacks, and like it looked like squirt guns and like bouncy balls, but it's really sweet. And things like practical things for them, like getting their clean water well fixed. But yes, like it has been a sweet group of women and men to work with. And like Crysti said, us women are a little more chatty, and you know, it's awesome. So If you have any questions, message the person that invited you here. You can message me, but it is just so special. And I look forward to where we're going to go in this team and in this company and with our personal goals. So thank you all for being here tonight.